Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Eugenia Cooney and Jeffree Star. Now, about 2 years ago, I made a video about Eugenia Cooney and how I thought that Jeffree Star was enabling her. We have to talk about Jeffree Star and how he is also enabling Eugenia Cooney. Now, if you've spent any time on TikTok, I don't really get on TikTok these days. It's kind of like poison to me. But when I do get on TikTok, it's literally just live stream after live stream, and Jeffree Star is always there. He's always live, and he's always supporting Eugenia Cooney. And I find this to be incredibly problematic. Until recently, I still feel like I could say that because Jeffree Star just recently took to a TikTok live to come out and say that he has been worried about Eugenia Cooney and nobody knows what's going on with her behind the scenes. And it feels like he puts people in a position where it's like he's the only person that can have concern for her, because in the past, Jeffree Star has basically shunned people for even saying anything about Eugenia Cooney. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. We're going to be reacting to this little tantrum or this little response that Jeffree Star put out in regards to Eugenia Cooney and her looking like she had a stroke on her live stream. I was going to include that in this video, but I feel like it's just awful. If you've seen it, you've seen it. If you know, you know. It's just very sad, and I feel like everybody at this point has had it with Eugenia Cooney because we've seen her deteriorate over the past 5 years. All you have to do is pop her name into a YouTube search and go back to about 2019, and you can see that Eugenia Cooney was a completely different person.
And the colors just apply so pretty. Like, they're just super, super awesome, pretty colors. I've always been like really happy with pretty much like every Jeffree Star palette I've gotten. This might be my favorite one so far.
It's honestly such a sad thing that we're gonna have to sit here and talk about this way, but that's what this video is gonna be. And if you're here for that, stay tuned. So like I was just saying in the intro of this video, in the past, Jeffree Star has basically mocked and made fun of the people that were concerned about Eugenia Cooney. And I get it that some people overstep. I get it that some people push the boundaries. I get it. Some people go way too far. But in this case with Eugenia Cooney, we can literally tell that she is almost at the point of no return. I feel like we've been saying that for about 20 years now. It's like every couple of years, there'll be this big resurgence of Eugenia Cooney and people will worry about her and everybody will think that she's dying. And then somehow she just miraculously turns around. At this point, if you were to ask me how I feel about Eugenia Cooney, I would tell you that I feel like this whole situation with her is contrived. I feel like it's a money game. I feel like she plays on people's emotions, and I feel like she's turned it into a pretty good grift for herself. Now, with that said, that doesn't take away from the actual seriousness of what she's doing to herself. I feel like it's very sad to watch. It's sick. But I want you guys to see for yourself before we get into this reaction where he was saying he was so concerned about Eugenia. I want to show you how Jeffree Star reacted to Eugenia Cooney's fans when they actually showed real concern for her and wrote a commissioner to try to get her off of the internet. And they were actually successful, I believe, for a week or so. And this comes after all that stuff that happened with Jacqueline Glenn and her trying to save Eugenia.
Me some questions because I guess they found I think it's like a commissioner person or something.
And they got him to be worried about you?
Yeah, they got his phone number. So I guess they were like, yeah, it got to like the head commissioner of the state or something. It's like on the other side of the state, so like, so we have to come. So I was like, oh, okay.
You guys, Eugenia's a grown woman. If she feels like she needs to do anything besides what she's doing, she will.
Jeffree, exactly. It's like,
all you people meddling with someone else's life is, if you think you're doing something to help, you're not.
no, it doesn't. Because, you know, if you actually end up in one of those situations, it's like really, really scary. Like, it's bad. So it's like, guys, it's not helpful. Trust me. Oh, thank you so much, Life is a Night. You're amazing.
See, here's my issue with what Jeffree Star said, because that's completely enabling behavior right there. And he has seen firsthand himself for years this deterioration of Eugenia Cooney. He knows that she has progressively gotten worse and worse and worse. And I feel like if it's not him making excuses for her, it's somebody else making excuses for her. And I'm tired of the excuses. There's no reason for her to be this way. She has had so many people try to help her. If she would turn herself around and get out of this situation that she's put herself in all these years, people would love her even more for it. And that's just my 2 cents. You can take away from this what you will. But now let's get into all this stuff that happened on this live stream where Jeffree Star addressed Eugenia Cooney falling out in front of the fucking world.
People love tearing others down, even when they're at their worst. Isn't that such a weird thing we do in society? I don't do that, but as a whole, when someone is suffering, Who thought it would be a good idea to dissect it, make up things, create untruthful, hurtful things? I'm just confused by the world lately. Azumi, you don't actually care about her, so that's why I gave you that bland response. It's a given things aren't okay.
Okay, so if he can acknowledge this now after we've had several episodes of Eugenia Cooney on live streams like falling out and foaming out the mouth and locking up like she's got some kind of problem, which she does, why is it just now, after he realizes the actual seriousness, that he wants to snap at people that genuinely care about her? The way he's presenting this, the way he's acting, to me, it's almost like he knows everything that's going on with Eugenia Cooney and he's the only person that can care for her. And I'm not saying that Jeffree Star doesn't care for her. I don't think that he dislikes her or anything like that. And maybe they probably are close friends. But the thing is, look at everybody that's been close friends with Jeffree Star. They turned out to not really be his close friends anyway.
But you don't care, so you don't get a real answer. How about that? You don't really care about my friend. Help her! You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. You don't know the steps that I've taken, the phone calls I've had, the things that I'm doing. You have no idea, because it's not your business. How about that? When I said she was okay yesterday, it was so you would...
It's so weird and manipulative for him to sit here and be like, oh, you don't really care about her.
The gaslighting that people try to do to me every single day is horrifying.
You mean the gaslighting like you're trying to do to these people in mass right here where they're literally genuinely concerned about her, and all these people have been for years, because like I said, every couple years there's this resurgence where everybody thinks she's gonna croak and kick the bucket. Let's be honest, let's be for real. We've all thought that Eugenia Cooney has had one foot in the grave and another foot on a banana peel for years. So I don't even really understand why he's this mad, why he's this triggered, that people are actually asking questions and trying to figure out to see if she is gonna pass away, because at this point we've all thought she was gonna die. So for him to get this mad at people genuinely concerned and framing this in a way where he can be the only person that cares about Eugenia, it's just sick.
Nothing's ruining my weekend, sweetheart. I'm having a passionate conversation. Maybe some of y'all have no spine. So if someone's tone of voice is raised up a couple decibels, you don't know how to handle it. Aww. Get a backbone, sweetheart. Show a little compassion. Show a little kindness. And if someone is suffering and you don't understand why, don't try to dissect it. Don't try to talk about it when you don't know anything about it. Be kind.
That is just so fake and put on. You can tell that he's trying to play into a character to give entertainment when this really shouldn't even be about entertainment. I don't even think that he should be discussing this unless Eugenia Cooney is there with him so she can speak for herself. Why is he even addressing this if it's not for attention? Like, why make a spectacle of a situation that's already terrible if you don't want people talking about it?
Oh my God, people really think they're psychologists. Oh my God, and their IQs are lower than their own credit scores. Oh my God, people are so funny. My friend is not doing well. So have a little compassion for her. Stop being mean.
Yeah, because yelling is really going to get your point across to people that you're live streaming to that are sitting in their fucking living room. Grow up, Jeffree.
Is it so hard? I guess so. I guess having empathy, sympathy, and compassion for another human being is a little tricky for some of y'all. Got it, got it, got it. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Society. Ugh. You can tell you were never hugged as a baby. You can tell some of y'all never got hugged as children.
Okay, that is actually funny. I'm gonna say that to somebody.
The way that you talk to me and the way that y'all act towards Eugenia, you can tell some of y'all were never loved as a child. It's awful. And the trauma that you carry, you're exuding towards me and you're exuding towards her. You don't really care about us. You don't care about her. You don't care about her well-being. You don't have any compassion for mental health. You're just like them. Is that there's millions of awful sociopathic people out there, and half of them are in this chat room right now. Because my team would never speak to me like this. Wicked Torch, you think she would want to speak to you? Because why? Who the fuck are you? I tried to speak with her. You're a stranger. If I was her, I would run far away from you because you're not trustworthy. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Same spammer. Aren't you 50? No, I'm in my 30s, sweetheart. Thank you.
Barely, girl. Barely. You are hanging on by a coochie hair. Pipe it down a little bit.
No, I'm not tired of having passion and compassion for people. Never. She's a human being with feelings, yes. And she also doesn't owe anyone an explanation about her mental health.
Girl, this is not about mental health. This is about her physical health at this point. If you didn't see the video, she is like literally laying there, jaw locking up, and she's like, I gotta get off this live. And that's not me mocking her. It's just fucking crazy that this is even going on in 2025. I'm really just sick of the manipulation of the audience, them getting their hopes up and people thinking that she's gonna get better. She'll go to Disney and have like a nibble of a little cone of ice cream, and then she passes out on a live stream. Like, I'm just so sick of it. Either she gets help or the urgency of this situation is done, because you've played it out so much. I feel like people are getting sick of it. I know I sure fucking am.
Oh, y'all a damn thing. Who made y'all God? Who made y'all? Who tricked y'all into thinking anyone owes you an explanation? Me, her, anyone. Some days I really do just want to give up. The way people act and talk is truly, truly exhausting sometimes.
See, so now he's offended everybody that genuinely cares about Eugenia, and now he's leaning in to victimize himself because he just cares so much, and people are just so mean. Like, please give me a break. Like, this is so all over the place. Like, I don't know what's going on with Jeffree. Like, if there was a meter, it would be up and down so much.
Truly, truly exhausting. People are so cruel. It used to not be like this 10 years ago. 10 years ago? No. The callousness that people hold in their hearts now is truly, truly, truly disheartening.
And this is all because people were genuinely wanting to know how Eugenia Cooney was. She's a public figure, and I feel like people can ask all the questions they want. She doesn't have to answer them. He doesn't have to answer them. I don't even think he should be on here talking about this because it's actually very serious. But for some reason, it's a spectacle and a talking point for him because he knows that people are going to click. He knows that people are going to come in here and say, yeah, you leave Jeffree Star alone. He's done everything that he can for her, and he may have. But doesn't him getting on the internet and showing his ass this way for attention negate all of that? To me, in my opinion, if I were her, it would. But then again, I don't really think she even cares. I feel like this is just a bunch of wasted energy because there's nothing going to change about this. There's nothing going to change about Eugenia Cooney. But of course, I want to know what you guys think about this situation. My takeaways are, I do think that Jeffree Star does care about her in some capacity. I don't think you can hang out with someone and talk to them the way that he does without building a connection. But this overplayed, dramatic act of him getting on the internet and saying, oh, you don't care, you're not really her fan, and you can't ask questions, and then him victimizing himself, to me it just comes across as Jeffree Star wanting to attach his wagon to Eugenia Cooney because she's the hottest thing again, and he has an in with her because he is friendly with her. I don't know, I feel a whole bunch of things about it, but I'm completely sick of Eugenia Cooney. I really do wish her well. I hope that she does find the help that she needs because she does need it, regardless of what all the people that are around her enabling her say. But you guys, I want to know what your thoughts and opinions are on this down below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing and leave me the plan emoji because I'm about to go garden because this has just stressed me the fuck out. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.